How's it going, everyone? Want to cover something interesting that points towards a very big PlayStation Plus update, as noted by Ben Video Tech UK over on Twitter. Rockstar Games are seemingly working with implicit conversions as they are listed as a partner. They're an emulation company that helps studios bring their classic PSP and PS2 titles for PlayStation 5, likely an indication their classics will make their way to PS Plus Premium. Some of the publishers that are listed include Konami, Bend Studio, we've already seen the Siphon Filter games make their way to PS Plus Premium. Capcom is listed as well, Guerrilla Games, and then Rockstar. Guerrilla, I don't know if they have anything on PlayStation Plus Premium. I don't even think Killzone 1 got a PS2 on PS4 release, so that is something interesting to monitor as well. And there's been a lot of rumblings that PS2 titles would be making their way on over to PlayStation Plus Premium, at least more PS2 games. There are a few PS2 on PS4 games, but a lot of the release of those titles have halted. Hopefully, they'll kick back up on that, and Rockstar Games listed as well. So obviously, as far as Rockstar Games go, there's a lot of titles that could be potential releases to PlayStation Plus. Red Dead Revolver is one of them. The GTA titles are interesting in the sense of the GTA, like San Andreas, GTA 3, GTA Vice City, Liberty City. Obviously, they do have the GTA collection that they released on PlayStation 4 and 5, and it would be a question of whether or not you want to compete with yourselves, in the sense of you probably want to funnel people into buying that collection for whatever it is, $30 on sale, $60 as a premium. But Rockstar does have other games if they did want to do the PSP releases. One game that I would love to see on PlayStation Plus Premium, and a game I've actually been itching to play quite a lot, Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. Chinatown Wars initially saw a release on the Nintendo DS, but it was later ported to PSP. I would love to see GTA Chinatown Wars get a PlayStation Portable release, or a PS Classics release on PlayStation Plus Premium, sell it standalone as well. I mean, that's a game that I feel like is forgotten about quite a bit, but those that played it know how good GTA Chinatown Wars is, and I feel like it's the kind of game that, you know, yeah, as a classics title, it would do great. I think that game would do well as like a remastered release on PS4 and PS5. Sell it for like, I don't know, I think people would pay like $40 for a remastered release. And I know I always push the envelope in terms of pricing on these remastered games. Like I talk about this Killzone 2 remake, this mythical Killzone 2 remake, and how people would spend $60 on it. And yes, like that would be a stretch to get people to spend $60. That's just my vantage point on, like, yo, with games like that, with games that people really do want, I think you could get away with a heftier price point. And Chinatown Wars, I don't think it's a game that everybody talks about being like, oh my god, we need a GTA Chinatown Wars remaster, but I'm telling you guys, if a GTA Chinatown Wars remaster was announced, the discussion online would then begin, and people would start talking about the fact that those that have played it know how good that game is. It's a game that a lot of people probably have missed out on this stage of the game, especially considering it came out, I want to say in the late 2000s, like 2008, 2009. It's been quite a while since that game initially dropped, but I would love to see GTA Chinatown Wars released as a PlayStation Classics title. And obviously, there's other Rockstar titles they could release as classic titles, like Midnight Club Los Angeles. I feel like that would be a pretty easy one to release as a classics title, because I want to say Midnight Club LA, obviously the version you guys know about is on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, but it was also released on PlayStation Portable, so that would probably be the version that you would get, and you would be like, yo, why am I getting this PSP version of Midnight Club LA? But Midnight Club LA, I feel like, is one of those beloved games that is forgotten about. And pulling up some of the titles they have done in the past, yeah, you've got the older Midnight Club titles as well, like Midnight Club 3. Spy Hunter is a possibility as well, Spy Hunter 2. Although Spy Hunter 2 was published by Midway. Midnight Club 2, on the other hand, that's a game that was published by Rockstar, and that could be a potential PlayStation Plus Classics title as well. If we're talking about PS2 games, when you open the floodgates to PSP, that is obviously going to open up a lot of options. And honestly, it would be great if they could get PS Vita involved in some way as well. Given that Vita, you've got titles like Killzone Mercenary. And actually, now that I think about it, Implicit Games probably did work with Guerrilla to bring Killzone Liberation onto the PlayStation Plus Classics program, because that was in fact developed by Guerrilla Games in-house, so yes, that would be the title they worked with Guerrilla on. A Killzone Liberation, a game that I often forget about, but yes, that was a PSP release that is often forgotten about. But they've also worked with Team 17, Square Enix. I mean, if you open the floodgates to Square Enix classics titles, like Square Enix PS2 games, Square Enix PSP games, at that point you're opening up the floodgates to a lot of games, and a lot of those games I do imagine that they're looking to remaster and get re-releases on, like a Dissidia Final Fantasy, for example. Dissidia Final Fantasy and Dissidia 012. Would love to see those games as PlayStation Plus Classics title. I would have to imagine that Square Enix, they realized they could probably bundle both Dissidia games and then sell it for, you know, $40 or whatever, and people would buy it. Are you kidding me? With how I feel like hot Final Fantasy is as an IP right now, I think people would absolutely kill for Dissidia, the PSP titles, to be remastered and brought on over to PlayStation 4 and 5. I get it, we did have Dissidia Final Fantasy NT. Dissidia Final Fantasy NT is a game that I really don't like to think about, but Dissidia on PSP, man, those games were fantastic. And if you do start bringing some of these PS2 games as PlayStation Plus Classics titles, like, you can really start offering a lot of value to PlayStation Plus Classic because, or I should say PlayStation Plus Premium, in the form of these Classics titles, because what a lot of PS Plus Premium has become and has not even devolved into, this is kind of what it always was, is yes, you see some Classics games here and there, some legit Classics titles like a Legend of Dragoon, like a Resistance Retribution. Those are games that are legit Classics games, but a lot of the way that Sony does offer value with PlayStation Plus Premium is doing like HD remaster collections on PS Plus Premium, and I'm not about that. Like Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, that should just be on PlayStation Plus Extra. That shouldn't be gated behind PlayStation Plus Premium. Premium should be like those authentic older experiences that are just getting more so direct ports rather than remastered collections or anything like that. Obviously, if you want to do remastered collection, by all means do them, but that serves more of a re-release. And it's like Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy has been out on PlayStation 4 forever. You've been selling it for $40 or whatever, and now you're putting it behind PS Plus Premium instead of Extra. That's not how this is supposed to work. It's supposed to be those collections go on Plus Extra after release, and then a lot of the Classics titles are supposed to be direct ports. At least that's how I interpreted it as initially, direct ports of those games, adding trophies and things like that. Some games are going to have trophies, some games not, but I feel like we haven't gotten as much value as we could have, and they're doing stuff like Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition as a Classics title. Like, guys, that's a PlayStation 3 game. It's a PS3 game that, yes, I love Tales of Vesperia, but that should be in Plus Extra. Or even Tales of Symphonia, the HD remaster, that should be on Plus Extra. It shouldn't be HD remasters that have been out for years and years now being added to Plus Premium. Rather, Plus Premium should be those authentic older games. Like, if you, I don't know who has the rights to Xenogears, but Xenogears being on Plus Premium, you kidding me? That'd be awesome. Like, titles like that, or Rockstar Games, if they wanted to do a port of GTA Chinatown Wars rather than like a remastered re-release, that should be on Plus Premium. So I digress. There is my tangent on that, but that is going to do it for me. Hopefully we do get some value added to Plus Premium. I really think it would do them a lot of good to add value to not only Plus Premium, but Plus Extra as well. Plus Extra, I don't know, the last few months have been kind of dicey. This past month, we only got 7 games getting added to Plus Extra, and one of them was DBZ Kakarot, which was just the PlayStation 5 version. The PS4 version has already been on Plus Extra, so, you know, that's a bummer. I get it, Marvel Midnight Suns is a pretty cool addition. NBA 2K24, like, I get it. I guess it is playoff season for the NBA, so timing-wise it works out well, but we could do better than that as far as these games roll out on these services. But that's gonna do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.